So today we're going to be talking about eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells. So just have a think about what you know about these terms already. So eukaryotic cells all have a cell membrane, cytoplasm, and genetic material that is enclosed in a nucleus. And animals and plant cells, which we can see in the diagram here, so we've got the animal cells on the left and the plant cell on the right. These are examples of eukaryotic cells. And where is their genetic material? So their genetic material is basically a chemical, which is called the DNA. And this forms structures that are called chromosomes. And the chromosomes are found inside the nucleus. So in both diagrams, the nucleus is this reddish brown circle that we can see kind of in the middle, and in the plant cell, it's more to the top left corner. So all animals, including human beings, plants, fungi, protista, these are all examples of eukaryotes. Next, let's talk about prokaryotes. So prokaryotes, an example of this is bacteria. And bacteria are single-celled living organisms. And these are smaller than a human cell. Because they're smaller, we actually need a more powerful microscope in order to see them. And what are bacteria? Basically, many bacteria have little to no effect on other organisms, and many bacteria are very useful. However, some can be harmful. Think about, have you ever had food poisoning? So food poisoning can be caused by harmful bacteria. And also think about why we need to wash our hands regularly. So this helps prevent the spread of bacteria, especially bad bacteria. But good bacteria is pre-existing bacteria that can be found all over our gut, so in our intestines, in our stomach. Can also be found on our skin. So if you look at your hands right now, your face right now, your cheeks, this is all covered in bacteria. But because they're so small, we're not able to see them. So here we've got a diagram that shows a bacteria cell, and I've covered up all the labels. So try to take a guess as to what each label means, and then we'll go through each of them individually. So the first organelle within the prokaryote is the cell wall. So bacteria have cytoplasm and cell membrane. So the cytoplasm and the cell membrane are also seen in eukaryotic cells. And these are surrounded by the cell wall. So the cell wall is a bit different to what we know from plant cells, because the ones in plant cells are made of cellulose. So these ones do not contain cellulose. The next organelle we can talk about is the chromosomal DNA. So in prokaryotes, the genetic material is not enclosed in the nucleus. So the bacterial chromosome is a single loop of DNA found free in the cytoplasm. This is called the chromosomal DNA. The next organelle is the plasmid DNA. So prokaryotic cells, some of them may contain extra small rings of DNA, which are called plasmids. And plasmids code for very specific features, such as antibiotic resistance. Next, we've got the slime capsule. So some bacteria, not all of them, have a protective slime capsule, and this is found around the outside of the cell. And then the last organelle that we're going to talk about is the flagellum. So again, some bacteria, not all of them, have at least one flagellum, or flagella for plural. And the flagella is essentially a long protein strand that lashes about. And this helps the bacteria to move around. So hopefully now we can understand the differences between eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells.